And what they've done, interestingly enough, is set that by the year 2026, they're going to make decisions about whether to go ahead with 14 models.
Folks, Consumer Reports just released a statement. This has never been seen before. And this report covers how dependable a used vehicle is, and how do different cars on the market stack up against each other. But something shocking has happened in the market, and this report just discovered that. See, the cars a lot of people thought were supposed to be good, and just good investments turned out to be a mistake. But that is just the tip of this report. So what is the shocking news? What happened? Well, this report is not holding back, presenting a massive amount of information drawn from over 150,000 vehicles. The spotlight is focused on cars that are between 5 and 10 years old. This is considered the golden age for many used models. Why? Well, this is when vehicles have often found their stride, becoming both available and surprisingly affordable for buyers. Some car brands have firmly established themselves as the kings and queens of reliability, solidifying their reputation as the ultimate dependable picks you can count on. However, the twist: there are a few well-known brands that we all thought were invincible that have suddenly found themselves falling flat, leaving us to question everything we believed about their dependability. But it is not just the underperformers. There are few cars that shocked everyone with their rise to the top. So what are these cars? Let me break them down one by one for you. So you just subscribe and hit the bell icon, then you won't miss out. Lexus. Lexus, a prestigious offshoot of the renowned Toyota brand, proudly sits at the pinnacle of the automotive reliability rankings with an astonishing reliability score of 75. This impressive achievement has not been stumbled upon casually. Rather, Lexus has meticulously built a reputation not only for luxury, but also for remarkable endurance. These vehicles are not simply made. They are crafted into meticulously engineered masterpieces, thoughtfully designed for the long journey ahead. So what is it that drives Lexus to maintain such a lofty score? Every single vehicle produced by Lexus undergoes a grueling gauntlet of rigorous testing, an intense process designed to ensure that each model meets and exceeds the highest standards before it ever gets the chance to hit the road. Picture this: if a car fails to pass these stringent tests, it doesn't just roll off the production line, it gets sent right back to the drawing board. Now let's talk durability. Lexus models resemble the tanks of the automotive world, built with robust components that can take a serious beating and keep right on going. The brand's insistence on utilizing top-tier materials plays a colossal role in sustaining reliable performance for many years, and we can't overlook the critical role of customer feedback in boosting reliability. This open channel allows Lexus to identify potential issues early on and implement effective solutions right away. It's almost as if they possess a sixth sense for spotting car troubles before they can escalate into major headaches. And you know you can't talk about Lexus and skip its parent company, Toyota. Just mere points behind Lexus, Toyota scores an impressive 70. This reputation for reliability isn't just fluff or marketing hype. It stands on a solid foundation of enduring engineering principles that have truly stood the test of time. Toyota's engineering approach emphasizes simplicity and efficiency, prioritizing features that enhance long-term durability. This focus means that fewer complications arise as vehicles age, translating into a smooth and hassle-free ride year after year. Thorough testing is another hallmark of Toyota's commitment to uncompromising quality. Much like its illustrious sibling Lexus, Toyota leaves no stone unturned by putting its vehicles through exhaustive laboratory assessments and real-world trials. This meticulous process ensures that when a Toyota finally hits the market, it has thoroughly proven itself through various conditions, ready for anything. Speaking of resilience, let's dive into resale value. Toyota vehicles have cultivated a reputation for holding their worth much better than many competitors, a clear testament to their remarkable longevity. When you decide to buy a Toyota, you are not just investing in a car, you are investing in a trustworthy partner for all the journeys that lie ahead. But there is more. Mazda. You might be surprised to learn that Mazda has firmly landed in the third position with an impressive reliability score of 59. This is truly remarkable, especially considering Mazda's past history of being painted merely as a value-oriented brand. However, in recent years, they have made a spectacular shift in gears, concentrating their efforts on elevating the quality and performance of their vehicles, transforming how consumers perceive them in the automotive world. What's fueling Mazda's newfound stature? First off, let's discuss their groundbreaking SkyActiv technology, a game changer that not only boosts fuel efficiency, but cleverly preserves performance levels as well. This delicate balance is a major selling point. Consumers, particularly those who crave reliability packaged with an exhilarating driving experience, have really taken notice. But here's the exciting twist: owner loyalty. Did you know that Mazda owners consistently report exceptionally high levels of satisfaction? This isn't just window dressing, it directly correlates with strong brand loyalty. Enthusiastic and satisfied owners step up as brand advocates, lifting up the narrative that Mazda vehicles are not just dependable, but also downright fun to drive. But that is not the only brand that is shocking everyone right now. Let's dive deeper into Buick. Trust me, it is an interesting one. Buick. This venerable brand has managed to secure the 4th position with a reliability score of 47, a result that might catch many off guard when you consider Buick's long-standing reputation as a more traditional American marque. What's the story behind this unexpected ranking, you ask? It can be traced back to Buick's relentless modernization efforts. In recent years, the brand has embarked on a transformative journey, revamping its entire lineup with premium quality materials and advanced technology that appeals to a more discerning audience. This thoughtful and strategic shift reflects Buick's deep commitment to keep pace with evolving desires of consumers. As preferences shift rapidly and brands must adapt or risk becoming obsolete, what does this modernization effort mean for Buick's future? The brand stands at a significant crossroads, ready to redefine itself and emerge as a formidable player in the ever-changing contemporary automotive scene. While they carry a legacy to uphold, they are also bravely stepping into new arenas. With their modernization efforts and a sharp focus on appealing to diverse and modern demographics, Buick might just surprise us all in ways we never anticipated. And last but not least, the Mini. The cheeky brand that has brilliantly managed to secure its coveted place in the top 5 with a reliability score of 42. This might make some of you raise an eyebrow. Mini is often celebrated for its quirky design and spirited performance, but what about its reliability? That presents an interesting curveball for many unsuspecting consumers. But what lies beneath Mini's playful exterior is nothing short of engineering excellence. These compact vehicles are crafted with meticulous attention to solid engineering principles that enhance not just performance, but also reinforce their long-lasting durability. Mini has also excelled in building a strong sense of community among its dedicated owners, fostering an enthusiastic base that leads to impressively high satisfaction rates. It's akin to belonging to an exclusive club where camaraderie runs high and shared experiences become the norm. But how did we get here? Well, let's break down the key factors driving the impressive reliability scores of these standout automotive brands. There are a few essential elements that spring to mind: an unwavering commitment to quality control, robust engineering practices, effective consumer feedback mechanisms, and strong brand loyalty. These elements illuminate how these brands have established not just their credibility, but have also built lasting relationships with their consumer base. And in the most recent evaluations of consumer preferences, several automotive brands have caught attention, but not in a way that's praiseworthy. Chrysler, Dodge, Tesla, Hyundai, and Kia find themselves languishing at the bottom of the Consumer Reports used car reliability rankings. Looking closely at these low-ranking brands reveals a complex story filled with issues that are very concerning. Take Chrysler and Dodge, for example. These brands embody a significant part of American automotive history, yet despite that legacy, they have struggled immensely in recent years. It's not just a minor bump in the road, it's a steep hill that these companies are climbing, and it's evident that they face real challenges. Reliability problems are rampant in Chrysler's lineup, with ownership experiences marred by a slew of electrical issues, ongoing transmission failures, and a general perception of poor build quality. Just take a moment to look at the Chrysler 300 and the Dodge Charger. Sure, they may have a sleek exterior, but wait until you peek inside. That's where many headaches begin. Critics have harshly criticized these vehicles for their unpredictable performance, leading us to question whether the idea that form follows function holds any water in this scenario. Now let's dive into what consumers have to say, which is incredibly enlightening. Numerous owners have reported a worrying trend of frequent repairs and skyrocketing maintenance costs. What should be an exhilarating joyride often transforms into a financial burden. One major concern appears to revolve around the transmission system, where many drivers have complained about rough gear shifts, or, in some unfortunate cases, the transmission simply failing entirely. Imagine cruising along the highway only to discover your vehicle is struggling to change gear. Talk about frustrating. This is precisely what many Chrysler and Dodge owners have to deal with. The way the market views these brands can be vicious, especially given the rich history enjoyed by Chrysler and Dodge. Even with their storied past, these American brands cannot seem to escape the narrative surrounding their vehicles' reliability, or lack thereof, compared to their competitors such as Toyota or Honda, who are celebrated for their dependable performance. This negative perception poses a significant obstacle for these companies in their quest to rebuild consumer trust. Just look at Tesla, a brand that has unashamedly shaken things up in the automotive world with its groundbreaking electric vehicles. However, despite its innovative reputation and cutting-edge technology, Tesla now finds itself under intense scrutiny, especially when the spotlight shines on reliability issues. So what's really happening beyond that shiny surface? The Tesla Dilemma. First up, recall patterns. We need to discuss these crucial indicators of reliability. Tesla has made headlines, and not for the reasons they would prefer. With a litany of issues ranging from seatbelt malfunctions to frustrating software errors, the situation raises eyebrows. One haunting example includes over 800,000 vehicles being recalled due to malfunctioning seatbelt chimes. Just picture that for a second. A key safety feature turning into a potential risk. These lapses prompt serious questions about the overall safety and dependability of Tesla vehicles, making many wonder if they can truly rely on the brand while out on the road. Quality control issues also have not shied away from Tesla's repertoire. Early production models faced significant setbacks, like notable paint defects and misaligned body panels slipping through the cracks during manufacturing. These were not trivial blemishes. They caused genuine discomfort for new owners who anticipated premium quality from a flagship electric vehicle. Fast forward to the latest models, and to our surprise, it appears these problems haven't completely vanished. Consumer dissatisfaction is on the rise, spurred by a growing sentiment that for a brand boasting cutting-edge technology, the basics of quality control still seem to be a work in progress. Next, let's tackle technological complexity. Tesla's appeal lies intricately within its advanced features, and while that innovation is undeniably attractive, it comes with its own set of complications. The heavy reliance on software updates, rather than traditional mechanical solutions, can turn into a frustrating ordeal for consumers. Imagine this: your car experiences a glitch, and instead of a simple fix at the mechanic, you find yourself waiting for a software patch to resolve the problem. For many, this cycle of delays can feel like an endless source of annoyance, especially when reliability stands as a crucial element in their purchase decisions. So what does all of this mean for Tesla and its image? The electric vehicle market is incredibly competitive, and while Tesla has paved the way in terms of innovation, the reality is that reliability concerns might begin to chip away at its stronghold. As consumers become increasingly discerning, they are no longer in the market merely for a vehicle that runs on electricity. They seek reassurance that their ride will smoothly carry them from point A to point B without any headaches. In this day and age where electric vehicles are becoming the norm, a multitude of eager potential customers wrestle with their choices. Will they decide on Tesla, or will they seek alternatives that promise the reliability they genuinely desire? As Tesla navigates these pressing challenges, a looming question remains: can they uphold their status as the pioneers in electric vehicle technology while tackling the rising concerns regarding reliability? With so much hanging in the balance, it's a critical moment for Tesla. Will they meet this challenge head on, or will obstacles dim their electrifying aspirations? Hyundai and Kia. When you think of brands like Hyundai and Kia, the terms affordability and value likely pop into your brain, right? These two companies have made a name for themselves in the automotive industry by providing budget-friendly options that resonate with a wide customer base. However, new findings have uncovered a troubling reality. Serious reliability issues are casting a long shadow over their positive reputations. So what's actually happening beneath that cheerful facade? Let's kick things off with an alarming issue: engine failures. Both Hyundai and Kia are embroiled in legal confrontations related to engine defects that have resulted in catastrophic breakdowns. The Theta 2 engine is notorious, making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Reports of oil sludge buildup leading to stalled engines or complete failures while driving have frightened many unsuspecting drivers, landing them in perilous situations. Just envision rolling down the highway, only to have your vehicle suddenly quit on you. That's not just an annoyance, it's a serious safety safety dilemma that demands immediate attention. If engine failures weren't disturbing enough, let me hit you with some fire risk facts. You read that correctly. Hyundai and Kia find themselves under a microscope for fire hazards linked to electrical shorts in their vehicles' anti-lock braking systems. Consequently, both brands have issued recalls affecting millions, yes, millions of vehicles. Many owners have been left anxious and on high alert, urgently warned to park their cars outdoors due to potential fire dangers. Can you fathom the stress of driving a vehicle that might catch fire at any moment? It's a terrifying thought for any car owner, eroding the sense of safety and reliability that consumers expect from their rides. And hang on, because there's more. Continuous recalls have now become a common theme for numerous Hyundai and Kia models. Picture this, a recall impacting an astonishing 3,400,000 vehicles was announced due to fire risks caused by, believe it or not, leaks in brake fluid. That's not just a minor issue, it's a glaring red flag that has understandably alarmed consumers. With such a flood of recalls happening regularly, it really makes you wonder, what other issues are lurking beneath the surface? For brands that have built their identities around the ideas of affordability and value, this affordability paradox presents a deep dilemma. What happens to consumer trust when reliability concerns overshadow budget-friendly pricing? The very foundation that Hyundai and Kia built their reputations on is beginning to tremble under the pressure of these worrisome realities. Buyers are becoming more vigilant. They long to feel secure in their choices, not find themselves living in fear of engine failures or spontaneous fires. So what's the impact on the industry? The automotive industry is currently experiencing a transformative shift that goes way beyond flashy ads and shiny new models. We're talking about a revolution that's being fueled by changes in how consumers think, how sales are evolving, and a huge demand for fresh ideas and technologies. This isn't just a momentary trend, it's a fundamental change that's shaking things up from the ground up. So let's talk about it in detail. Recent findings from Consumer Reports concerning vehicle reliability are far more than mere statistics. They could completely change the way consumers perceive different car brands. This data could have a profound impact on future sales figures and spark a dynamic response from the industry, which is eager to align itself with emerging consumer expectations. This analysis digs deep into these critical themes, examining how reliability rankings can shift consumer perceptions, influence market direction, and trigger significant reactions from manufacturers. Trust and brand loyalty are crucial in this landscape, as consumers often build strong connections based on the reputation a brand establishes over time. When that reputation is challenged, so too is the loyalty it inspires. The reliability findings may cause longtime Chrysler or Tesla enthusiasts to rethink their loyalty to those brands. If these dedicated consumers encounter problems with their vehicles, those small doubts can quickly snowball, widening into larger rifts. On the flip side, strong performance rankings for brands like Mazda could shine as a beacon of hope, drawing in customers who may have previously overlooked the brand due to misconceptions about its value or performance. The power of word of mouth is becoming an increasingly important factor in modern car buying decisions. Consumers are leaning heavily towards recommendations from friends and family, as well as online reviews. This shift could create a ripple effect, amplifying positive experiences for some brands, while negative experiences could flood conversations with warnings and cautionary tales. For instance, if one of your friends goes on and on about their favorable experience with a Mazda, it could ignite curiosity for those who had previously dismissed the brand. Conversely, negative reports about Tesla's reliability challenges could stand as a red flag for potential buyers considering their options. And let's not overlook the monumental impact of social media. Platforms like Twitter and Facebook have transformed into powerful megaphones for consumer voices, turning personal experiences into viral stories that can alter public perception almost instantly. These reliability rankings are becoming prominent topics of discussion, capturing the attention of the public and igniting conversations that can quickly spread. Brands that don't actively tackle their reliability challenges may find themselves facing backlash in the digital sphere, a scenario where unsatisfied customers air their grievances for the entire world to see, which can do serious damage to a company's reputation. So what now? As these changes unfold, the repercussions for brand positioning are becoming increasingly hard to ignore. Automakers might find themselves needing to rethink their entire marketing strategy strategies in light of these findings. In particular, brands like Dodge and Chrysler may find that they need to invest significantly in rebranding efforts to refresh their image and regain consumer trust. Such efforts could focus on showcasing new models or features that highlight quality and dependability, shifting the emphasis from flashy designs or raw power that once defined their messaging. For example, Dodge could revamp its marketing to spotlight robust performance and long-lasting durability, a change that resonates with what today's consumers truly prioritize. Moreover, targeting and engaging with new demographics will be vital, especially as younger consumers continue to emerge as a powerful force in the automotive market. Car manufacturers must align their branding strategies with the values of this up-and-coming generation, which generally prioritizes sustainability and technology. Brands that successfully position themselves to resonate with environmentally conscious consumers stand to reap not only loyalty but also increased market share in an ever-competitive environment. We find ourselves at a critical juncture in the automotive sector, propelled by shifting perceptions and expectations. As reliability findings carve out new pathways, the resulting ripple effects will touch every aspect of the market, from consumer trust to brand positioning. Will brands that have historically thrived on affordability rise to meet these mounting pressures, or will they stumble in response to changing consumer desires? The road ahead promises to be challenging, but grasping these dynamics is essential for any brand looking to successfully navigate this transformation. Are you prepared to witness this evolution unfold? Hold on tight. It's going to be a thrilling ride. Consider the broader implications of vehicle reliability rankings. They extend well beyond how brands are perceived by consumers. These rankings send shockwaves through the heart of the automotive industry, directly influencing vehicle sales in concrete and observable ways. Let's break down exactly what this means for consumers and manufacturers alike. First off, significant shifts in purchasing behaviors among consumers are clear. More and more buyers are gravitating towards brands that boast solid reliability records. It's pretty straightforward. When people think of dependable vehicles, names like Toyota and Lexus tend to dominate the conversation. These brands have spent years building a devoted following based on their reliability, which means that cars from these manufacturers could see a significant surge in demand. On the other hand, brands like Chrysler and Tesla might find themselves facing a tough road ahead. If they don't address their ongoing reliability challenges quickly, they run the risk of experiencing a sharp decline in sales. Imagine being eager to buy a car, yet questioning whether it will actually get you where you need to go without any bumps along the way. That doubt is a recipe for hesitation and ultimately for lost sales. Next on this journey is the impact on the used car market, which may undergo dramatic changes in light of these rankings. Picture this scenario as consumers begin placing a higher priority on reliability when deciding to purchase a vehicle. We can expect a surge of interest in pre-owned models from brands that consistently perform well. For car buyers looking to maximize value without compromising on quality, reliable used cars will stand out like guiding lights, potentially commanding higher prices in the market. Meanwhile, on the opposite end, used vehicles from brands that struggle with reliability may face swift declines in value, resulting in sharper depreciation rates that directly affect sellers' financial outcomes. Then there's the trend of long-term vehicle ownership, which is gaining traction among today's car buyers. Consumers are increasingly on the hunt for vehicles that not only promise long-lasting performance, but also low maintenance costs, because it's about the entire ownership experience over time, beyond just initial savings. Brands that can effectively showcase these qualities will likely enjoy enhanced retention rates among their existing customer base. Mazdas, for instance, illustrate this perfectly. A happy customer who enjoys a reliable Mazda is far more likely to stick with that brand when it's time for an upgrade. Why? Because reliability fosters trust, and trust breeds loyalty. It's a very direct connection from a positive ownership experience to repeat business down the line. See, all of these factors are redefining purchasing behaviors, transforming the used car market, and steering long-term ownership trends. As consumers continue to place a critical emphasis on reliability in their buying decisions, established brands and industry newcomers alike will need to adapt to avoid getting left behind. Now, the road ahead is filled with uncertainties, but one thing is crystal clear: those who fail to adapt will find themselves struggling to keep up in an ever-evolving landscape. But what do you think? Let's know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.